John Osborne here with the FX Educational Outlook for October 9th, 2017. We'll start out by looking at our US dollar Swissy. It's broken above the previous swing highs here on the 240, and it started to make some movement up, but then pulled back and put in a little bit of a lower low perhaps. It's hard to say this is a lower low yet, and we could just be moving a little bit sideways here. We'd like to see us break above this previous swing high and avoid getting into a head and shoulders pattern here that might cause us to break hard back down through this support line. So let's keep an eye on this one, see if it can break higher. The charts are telling us that it does want to break higher, but you can see we're getting a little bit of compression on this weekly line, and that's what we need to break through. So we're watching for that. For the Euro Loonie, we're trying to get above this 1.48104 previous pivot here. You can see some compression coming up from beneath. We're watching for that pivot to see if we can break that to go higher. For the pound Loonie, you can see this one was in a bit of a consolidation here and made a move lower, and now we're making a push after breaking through this trend line here, and we went back up to pretty much retest this previous pivot right here, maybe just a little bit more. And right now we're watching to see if this is going to swing higher and then break through that 1.65282, which would confirm that we're definitely moving up again. So watch for that break higher. On the bearish side, we've got the Aussie yen, and what we've done is we've set in a mini downtrend here on our daily, so we can draw that line in and watch for a break above this line, and if we don't, then we're likely to come back down and retest this support line that we have here. Either way, we have a bit of a triangle starting to set itself up here. We are looking a little bit bearish on the daily and rather neutral, maybe a little bit bearish on our weekly. We're also sitting on this support trend line here. We've already broken through it, so now we could watch for a drop to this previous pivot and maybe down to the line. But we'll have to see what happens. And for the pound yen, this one's broken through this and a little bit of a head and shoulders, not a very well-defined head and shoulder at the top here, but it was that and a break through this trend line a little bit, and now we're pulling up just a little bit. We'll be watching for this one to see if we can get another pivot up here to give us a mini uptrend line. I just want to keep an eye again on that weekly to see if we can break through and punch through this line. This line's already been broken, and we could be watching an alternate trend line that's providing support with a line that goes through down here, but that's pretty far away, and we can watch both of those lines. And finally, for the pound US dollar, it's broken through this support line, and you can see the nice downward trend that we have here on the 4-hour chart, and that's going to give us another potential opportunity if we can get a pivot once again that'll bring us down through it and give us an entry point. We'll be watching for our next pivot. Will get us down to around 1.27356, and that might even align by the time we get there with this weekly support line. So we'll have to watch what happens there. A little bit of bullishness on the 240, but some pretty good bearishness in daily now. And that'll do it for today. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.